Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. As you know, in paper B, we are studying plant anatomy, and in plant anatomy, we have started tissues and tissue systems. We have already studied simple tissues like parenchyma tissue, collenchyma tissue, and sclerenchyma tissue. We have also started compound tissues, and in compound tissue, a very important tissue, xylem, has already been studied. In today's lecture, we will study the phloem tissue. Phloem. As you already know that along with the xylem, phloem constitute the vascular system of the plant body. In vascular plants, it is the chief food conducting tissue. It transports food material in all directions. It is usually present external to the xylem. You can say it is present outside to the xylem, but in some species of the plant it is also present inside the xylem. In that case, it is called as intraxillary phloem. On the basis of origin, phloem is classified as primary and secondary phloem, just like the xylem, which is also classified as primary xylem and secondary xylem. In primary phloem, the phloem is this type of phloem is initiated in the embryo and develops from procambium. Procambium is the meristematic tissue of the embryo, and primary phloem completes its development in primary plant body. It is further subdivided into protophlloem and metaphloem. Protophlloem constitute the conducting tissue of the elongating plant parts and contain sieve tube element. These elements are associated with companion cells, while metaphloem matures after the growth in the length of the surrounding tissue is complete. In plants where secondary growth does not take place, the metaphloem remains as conducting tissue, whereas in plants with secondary growth, the metaphloem sieve elements become inactive after the formation of secondary conducting elements. Then second type of phloem is the secondary phloem. It is parallel in arrangement to that of the secondary xylem in the roots and in the stem. It is also divided into two categories, that is axial system and race system, just like the xylem. In axial system, sieve tube elements, companion cells in angiosperms, albuminous cells in gymnosperms, parenchyma cells and phloem fibers are also present. Ray system consists of ray cells. The phloem ray and xylem ray together constitute the vascular rays. Now we will see the components of the phloem, that is different types of cells which are found in the phloem tissue. As you know that phloem is also a compound tissue. It consists of many different types of cells which are involved in the conduction of food material within the plant body. And these cells are: number 1, sieve tube elements are members which serve for the conduction of photosynthetic products. Their walls contain specialized sieve areas called as sieve plates. Those sieve elements that have unspecialized sieve area are called as sieve cells. At maturity, degradation of their nuclei takes place, that is, they do not contain nucleus as they mature. Sieve tube members join end to end to form a long tube like structure which is called as sieve tube. Then second type of cells are companion cells in angiosperms and albuminous cells in gymnosperms. They are connected with the functioning of the sieve elements. Companion cells and sieve tube element develop from the same meristematic cell. They are only present in angiosperms. They play an important role in maintaining the pressure gradient in the sieve tube cells, while albuminous cells are found in gymnosperms associated with the sieve cells, probably perform the same function as companion cell in angiosperms. Then third type of cells are parenchyma cells. They serve as storehouse of reserve food materials in the phloem. And last types of cell are fibers. They are also called as bast fibers and sclerids. Sometimes leucifers and Raynaud's ducts may also be found in phloem tissues. Fibers of phloem may be septate or non-septate. And now these are two sets of diagrams. The first set of diagrams, there are different types of cells which are present in the phloem tissue. Diagram A and B show the transverse and longitudinal section of the sieve tube member, while diagram C shows the sieve plate which are present at the end walls of the sieve tube member. Diagram D is a sclerid, it is also found in phloem, while diagram E is phloem parenchyma, and F and G show the unseptate and septate phloem fibers. In the second set of diagram, you can see the central cell, which is a sieve tube member, and it is without a nucleus. Another cell is associated with it, that is companion cell, which controls the activity of the sieve tube member, and the diagram B shows the anatomy of sieve plate. Well, dear student, this concludes our lecture about the phloem and different types of cell present in it. Thank you.